Hello and welcome to the Parish Insights podcast. We hope you'll find inspiration and hope today I would like it if you would like our podcast on your podcatcher and also on YouTube. Your support means the world to us and it helps us to spread the good news of the gospel. Now, let's get started.
There's something striking about Jesus calling ordinary people the light of the world. It's not a title for the polished or the impressive. It's a present, tense identity. That idea lands with real force in Matthew 5:14-16, because light is only useful when it's seen.
Exactly. And that's what makes the passage both comforting and uncomfortable. Comforting because Jesus gives the identity first. Uncomfortable because he also says light was never meant to be hidden. If we have it, we're supposed to let it show.
The opening image is so ordinary that it sticks with you, walking into a dark room and stubbing your toe because you couldn't see. In that moment, no one needs a lecture. They need light, fast. That's how Jesus describes a dark world too, not as a place lacking information, but as a place lacking sight.
And he speaks to people who don't seem like obvious candidates. Not celebrities, not spiritual heroes, just disciples with messy backgrounds and unfinished lives. Yet he says, "You are the light of the world." That's not a future project. It's a declaration of what they already are in him.
What's important is that Jesus doesn't say they generate the light themselves. He is the light of the world, as John 8:12 says. So the relationship is about reflection. The moon is a good picture here. It doesn't create light, but it can still light up the night because it faces the sun.
Right. And that means our job is not to manufacture holiness out of thin air. It's to reflect Christ faithfully. That reflection can be imperfect and still real. People can see kindness, patience, courage, and integrity. And those qualities point beyond us to the source.
I also like the emphasis on placement. God doesn't just save people and leave them floating in abstract space. He places them somewhere specific. A family, a workplace, a neighborhood, a school. That placement is intentional, and it matters.
Yes, because being light is always relational. The point isn't to shine in theory. It's to be there where darkness actually is. If God put you in a particular room, so to speak, then your presence there is not accidental. It's part of his purpose.
Then comes the hard part, hidden light. Jesus' picture of a lamp covered by a basket feels almost ridiculous, and that's the point. Lighting a lamp and then hiding it defeats everything about the lamp. And yet people do that with their faith all the time.
They do, and the covering changes shape depending on the person. Fear says, "What will they think?" Busyness says, "I don't have time." Shame says, "I'm not good enough." Silence says, "It's not my place." Those are all baskets, and they keep the room dark.
What's sobering is that hiding light doesn't just affect the person hiding it. It affects everyone who needed it. The coworker who's quietly breaking down, the neighbor going through a divorce, the friend overwhelmed by anxiety. They may never say it out loud, but they notice peace, steadiness, and hope when they see it.
That's the part that exposes the selfishness of hiding. We think we're just protecting ourselves, but we're also withholding something God intended for others. The problem is not only personal timidity, it's that someone else's darkness stays darker because we stayed covered.
Jesus says the goal is that others may see our good deeds and glorify the Father in heaven. That means the light is visible in action, not just in private belief. Serving a neighbor, forgiving someone, telling the truth, treating people with dignity, these are not small things.
And notice that the aim is not self-display. The good deeds are real, but they are directional. They point away from us and toward God. A signpost doesn't congratulate itself for existing. It just points where people need to go, and Christian life should do the same.
That makes ordinary choices feel significant. Making a meal, answering with patience, refusing to cut corners, loving a spouse. Well, those actions may look modest, but they shine. Fruit doesn't strain to be noticed. It just grows. In the same way, genuine faith becomes visible naturally.
And that visibility has a purpose: to make people glorify the Father. It's a serious correction to any temptation toward religious performance. If the attention stops with us, the whole point is lost. Light is meant to reveal God, not inflate the ego of the one reflecting Him.
The practical question is direct. What bowl is covering your light right now? Fear of rejection? Secret sin? Apathy? Sometimes it's not dramatic. It's just a habit of staying quiet when we should speak, or blending in when we should stand out.
I think that question is useful because it turns the passage inward without making it self-focused. It becomes an invitation to remove what blocks the light. Then you do one concrete thing this week: serve someone with no expectation of return, and be ready if they ask why.
That connects to the final warning and the final hope. You can't give away what you don't have. If someone has never come to Christ in repentance and faith, they're trying to reflect a light they haven't faced. But Jesus came into our darkness to save, not condemn.
He lived the life we couldn't live, died the death we deserved, and rose again so people could be forgiven and filled with His light. Then comes the command: come and shine. A hidden light is wasted, and the world is too dark for that waste.
So the message is clear. Jesus is the source. We are the reflection, and hiding what He's given us only leaves others in the dark. The call is not to become impressive, but to become visible for God's sake.
And that makes the prayer simple and honest. Ask God to remove the bowls of fear, pride, and silence. Ask for courage and opportunity, and ask that Christ's light in us would be bright enough for others to see and glorify the Father.
Thanks for joining us today on the Parish Insights podcast. We hope you found inspiration and hope today. Like our podcast on your podcatcher and also on YouTube. Please tell your friends about us and visit our website at parishinsights.org. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us to spread the good news of the gospel. Have a blessed day.